Good day, here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. Slovenia's Foreign Minister Tanja Fajon is making a historic visit to the Philippines today to sign a labor deal and further cooperation in various areas. Fajon is visiting the country with a large and diverse business delegation from March 10 to 12. The minister is set to pay a courtesy call on President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and meet with Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo and Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Leo Cacdac. Fajon and Cacdac will sign an agreement to ensure fair and transparent job opportunities for Filipinos in Slovenia. She will also lead the official opening of the Slovenian Embassy in the Philippines, the first in the ASEAN region, which began operations last year. In an email to the Philippine news agency, Fajon said Slovenia is eager to improve its cooperation with Manila in energy, climate security, science, sports, and culture, as well as the maritime sector. She noted that Slovenia sees the Philippines as a like-minded partner that shares its commitment to the rule-based order as well as one of the fastest-growing economies in Asia. Fajon also expressed Slovenia's support for the Philippines in affirming its sovereignty and rights in the West Philippine Sea. She urged other countries to abide by the 2016 Arbitral Award, the landmark ruling that rejects China's expansive claims over the South China Sea and respect the integrity of the international legal order. The Philippines and Slovenia established diplomatic ties on May 26, 1993. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has appointed Maguindanao del Norte Governor Abdul Rauf Macacua as interim Chief Minister of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Macacua will replace Moro Islamic Liberation Front chairperson Ahod Balawag Alhaj Murad Ibrahim. Macacua was previously the Chief of Staff of the Bangsamoro Islamic Armed Forces and a Commissioner of the Bangsamoro Transition Commission, which played a key role in drafting the Bangsamoro Organic Law. Office of the Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation and Unity Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. welcomed the appointment of Macacua as the new BARMM interim Chief Minister. Galvez meanwhile expressed his trust in Macacua as he vouched for his action-oriented leadership. He said Macacua's appointment will further strengthen the foundation established by Ahod Ibrahim Alhaj in the transition of the Bangsamoro region. Macacua will serve as BARMM interim Chief Minister until the proclamation of the winners of the first BARMM parliamentary elections in October. The Department of Tourism is inviting Hollywood directors, producers, and other executives to film in the Philippines. In a press conference on the sidelines of the Manila International Film Festival in Los Angeles, California, DOT Secretary Cristina Frasco said the Philippines is an ideal filming destination with the diverse landscapes of its 7,600 islands. She pointed out the skilled, talented, and English-proficient Filipino filmmakers and crew that will add to the country's appeal to foreign filmmakers. She noted that First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos has made great efforts to bring everyone together to rally for promoting the Philippines as a prime filming location. The DOT Secretary also detailed the incentives available to filmmakers such as the Create More Act and other measures signed by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. to improve investments in the country. She said the Philippines has a lot to offer to tourists and investors through its culture, heritage, history, and gastronomy. The Department of Transportation has fired 3 airport screening personnel for abusive behavior following an incident with a passenger alleged to be carrying a bullet at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon said all 3 personnel of the Office for Transportation Security have been terminated and administrative charges will be filed against them. Dizon also said he ordered the chiefs of the OTS and the Manila International Airport Authority to review their screening procedures and protocols. He said a government post does not give anyone the license to abuse people, and President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. himself will not tolerate such behavior. In a viral social media post, 69-year-old passenger Ruth Adele accused the 3 screening personnel of planting a bullet in their luggage last March 6 at NAIA Terminal 3. Newly installed OTS Administrator Arthur Bisnar said the three personnel admitted they were not sure if Adele was the owner of the suspected luggage that showed a bullet in their X-ray. Dizon meanwhile encouraged the public to report similar incidents immediately to the authorities. Moving to business news, the Marcos administration is stepping up its action to combat illegal activities in the agricultural sector. This as the Anti-Agricultural Economic Sabotage Council, or AEES, held its inaugural meeting in Malacanang on March 5, 2025. The AEES meeting, chaired by Special Assistant to the President Frederick Go, formalized the creation of teams that will implement the provisions of the Republic Act 12022. The new law enforces rigid fines and longer prison sentences for those involved in agricultural smuggling, hoarding, profiteering, and cartel activities. Meanwhile, the Philippines plans to return the unspent portion of its COVID-19 response to the World Bank. The Washington-based multilateral lender reported 95% of the loan proceeds worth $585 million had been spent during the Philippines COVID-19 Emergency Response Project, which ended last December 29, 2024. About $26 million will be returned by the Philippine government to the World Bank, including the $16.31 million from the first loan, plus $9.7 million from the second tranche. The Philippines borrowed a total of $900 million from the World Bank to stem the effects of the pandemic that weakened the health system and resulted to the country's worst post-war recession. In other news, motorists are expected to enjoy a big-time rollback of fuel prices this week. On March 11, 2025, Shell Filipinas announced gasoline prices are set to drop at 1 peso and 70 centavos per liter. For kerosene, the rollback is 1 peso and 80 centavos per liter. Meanwhile, diesel prices will decrease to 90 centavos per liter. Clean Fuel and PTT Philippines will implement the same price rollbacks except for kerosene. The price reduction will be implemented starting at 6 a.m. on Tuesday, except for Clean Fuel, which will adjust prices at 8:01 a.m. the same day. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. I'm Wilnard Bacelonia. This is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.